Hey there, good looking. Listen, if you suffer with SI joint problems, low back pain, you want to stick around for this series. In this series, I am going to take you through a full movement pattern that will help reset your pelvis and help you with SI joint pain, as well as lengthen some of the muscles that are related to low back pain and SI joint issues, as well as strengthen those that need to be strengthened. Now, you need some tools for this workout. I would love for you to grab a yoga bolster, or a big thick pillow will work as well. In addition, you will need a yoga block and a yoga tie or something similar. All right, let's go get started. Hello and welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, as well as Over 50 Fitness. And if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you click that subscribe button so that we can continue sending workouts your way. And if you are enjoying this workout ads-free on the Over 50 Fitness platform, hey, heads up, this is day 1 of our 7-day series to help you out with your SI joint pain and low back pain. All right. So let's get started with your yoga block down on the ground. So yes, this is day 1 of the series. If you would like the rest of the days, hey, come and join us down in Over 50 Fitness. There's a free 14-day trial, and all the info's down below. Now, this little routine that we're starting out with, we will do for every single session, those of you on Over 50 Fitness, and this is going to help reset the pelvis and get our spine in alignment. Start with your feet together, heels close to the bum, and your yoga block is lengthwise. Now bring your arms up. So just you're pushing into the ground with your elbows. And as I said, heels close to the bum. Now squeeze that yoga block and activate your inner thighs. With this activation in the inner thighs, now add a rock side to side. So it's not a big rock, and we are definitely lifting one cheek off the ground, but we are supporting ourselves with the upper arm. I'm pushing into the ground with my arms as I rock my knees side to side, and I'm breathing. Don't forget about that breath work. 4 more. 3, keep squeezing that block. 2, and 1. Now bring that block so that it's widthwise. So skinny end, still keep the feet together and the heels close to your bum. Squeeze that block once again, and let's rock here. So one foot is kind of lifting off of my mat, as well as one butt cheek, and I'm still squeezing that block, still feeling those inner thighs are getting a little toasty. Good. Stabilizing into the pelvis with these 2 movements. We have about 10 rocks. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release the yoga block. Get your yoga strap or equivalent. Start with it in front of the knees and then wrap it and loop it around behind and hold on to the straps on each hand. Heels close to the bum, and then you want to now push your knees out. So we're activating the outer hip now, not the inner thigh. So squeeze, push those knees away, pressing into your thigh. You're holding onto the thigh. Now keep this muscle contraction in the hips and rock the hips side to side. Great. Keep pushing those knees out. We have 10. Now, I hope, and I know that you are smart enough to know this, if any of these movements increase the pain, please stop immediately. And if you are in acute pain, the pain is recent and just happened, it's always best to see a healthcare provider before you start any of these types of workouts. Last 3, 2, 1. Now you can leave the yoga tie there, walk the feet so they're back close to the hips again. Bridge up for me, and when we bridge up, we want to squeeze through the glutes, knit the rib cage so we're not flaring up. All right, so we're getting extension through the hip, but not a lot through the low back. Arms are down by the side. Now what we want to do is reset the cervical spine, so the upper back, the neck area, and we simply just keep the bridge while we rock the head side to side. You're going to exaggerate your range of motion. I can't really exaggerate too much because I'm going to hit my mic on the one side, but you're thinking of kind of trying to make a half of a circle with the head. And as mentioned, this is going to reset the cervical spine. So we are going to get an alignment of the entire spine, and then we'll move through a series of stretches to help support that. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release down. Remove that yoga strap. Take the left leg up, hands just on top of the knee. Now I want you to pull the knee in towards you while you press away with your hands. This is an isometric contraction specific to the SI joint. You might even hear a little pop. That's your SI joint releasing, and good for you if that happened. And then release. All right, so let's do that again. So we're trying to bring the knee in towards us, but we're resisting with both hands. You'll feel your core fired up as well. And we're holding for about, 8 to 10 seconds. You're going to feel your hip, all right? If it feels too much, bring the knee in a bit more. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's do the other side now. Bring the leg up. Here we go. Trying to bring the knee to the chest and resisting with the hands. Keep breathing as you're holding this isometric contraction. Please don't hold the breath. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. Whew. Let's do that again. Ready? Press in. Neutral neck alignment. So let's lift that head up, tuck the chin in. Beautiful. Now push that knee in for 10 seconds. Keep breathing. And release. Let's go back to that left knee. Bring the hands now just underneath the knee. So now we're on the shin. We're pressing the knee away from the body now, but resisting that movement with the hands. Here we go. So now pressing in, now we're pressing away. Ready? Press away. Neutral neck alignment. Good. Again, you might feel a little pop. That's your SI joint there. And release. All right, one more. Keep that breath though. Here we go. Breathe and push the knee away. This is a really simple technique to adjust your SI joint yourself. And release. All right, let's do the other side. Here we go. Ready? Push the knee away. Breathe. And release. And press away. And release. Beautiful. Now we're going to rock ourselves up to a seated position, or if that's bothersome for your low back, simply drop the knees to your side and use your arms to help bring yourself into a seated position. From here, we're moving into the hips with a trunk rotation so that we stretch and we get some mobility into the hips, which have a direct relation to our pelvis and SI joint, while we also work into some T-spine rotation too. So when we think low back pain or SI joint, we also have to think about the entire spine because it all is interconnected. So setting ourselves up for 90-90, right leg in front for me. You're going to line yourself up and twist your body so you're squared with that right shin. Now this back knee's lined up with the hip and the ankle's lined up with the knee. Good. Now take this right arm, so you won't be mirroring me. Right arm, and bring it out away from you. Now from here, we want to twist from the upper body and now reach the arm in and twist it back. Okay, I'm going to move myself a bit so you can see a bit better. Here we go. We're twisting, reaching this hand through in between the other hand and the hip, and releasing. So this is a bit of a mobility drill. There's movement to this. Twist. Oh, yeah. So if you're part of Over 50 Fitness, each day we're going to focus on a different area. Today's focus is on quadratus lumborum, or your side muscle, your QL. Good. Last 2. Twist. Now this time as we twist, think about pushing this back hip forward. Good. And then allow your head to look around as well. One more. And center. Hands behind you, and now let's windshield wiper the knees forward and back a few times. Good. So the feet will stay where they are. We're just windshield wipering the knees side to side, staying in that 90-90. Let's go to the other side now and hold it here. You hold it here. I'm shifting my body so you can see me. Take a look. Is that back knee lined up with the hip? Heel lined up with the knee? Square yourself to that left leg now. All right. Now let's take that left hand out and rotating under, twisting. Good. And you might even feel a few pops in that lower lumbar. Mine just did. So you're getting a little adjustment here. Now I'm quite tight here, so you might be able to go a lot further, drawing that arm right behind you. Good. Last two. Rotate, twist, try to reach it. Oh, geez, this feels good, doesn't it? Last one. And release. Standing now, hopefully you have access to a wall. I'm going to just show you a beautiful side body stretch. So the right shoulder is to the wall. You're going to take that outside leg, so your left leg, and step it behind. So you're scissored. Now push the hip away from your wall and extend this left arm straight up over the ear towards the wall. Keep holding. This is essentially what you look like. Hopefully. Actually, you probably look better. Make it look good. But as I said, you want to feel this all through the side of the body, and we're stretching into the QL, which tends to be really hyperactive and tight on us, which can cause havoc to the SI joint and pelvis. Now let's further improve this stretch. Make sure that you are squared to whatever wall you're facing, or in my here I'm squared to the curtain there. We're not twisting and rotating. And then if you want more of a stretch, you simply push that hip further away from your wall and then bring that arm up over. So you're creating sort of a banana shape with the body on this. A couple more breaths. And release. Remember though what I said earlier, nothing should produce pain, all right? We've gone too far if it's painful, and just back it off. Or if this is an acute injury you're suffering with, we need to see a physio or a doctor first. All right, so let's step that back leg back. And it's scissored, okay? So now my right foot's behind me. I'm going to push the hip away. My left hand supporting me on the wall, and I'm reaching up and over. So if you don't have a wall close by because you've got furniture against the wall or bookshelves or whatever you can place your hand on just to stabilize you. Even a door frame would work. So let's perfect this further. Again, we're squaring ourselves now to whatever you're facing. So we're not rotating the shoulder back. I see that quite often. And then as you hold this, your body may allow you to go a little deeper. So let's try it with a breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose here. As we exhale, can we push the hip a little bit further away from the wall? Reach up and over with that right arm and bring it closer to the wall. And release. Nicely done. All right, let's have a seat. On your butt. Your left leg's extended out on an angle, right foot is in. Take that left arm, you're going to place it on the inside of the calf because we're going to use that to help add some rotation to this. Turn your body so that you're squared to this knee. Inhale, reach that arm straight up. Exhale, side bend, and now press into that bottom arm to help torque yourself and twist a little bit so that you are looking up and the chest is forward to me. So we're not dipped down to the floor, we're rotated, and we're creating a true side bend for this right side of the body. And breathe. I encourage you to use your breath to help you take a little deeper. So on the inhale, it's a slight pause. On the exhale, we release it, maybe get deeper into our stretch. Open up the shoulder and chest. Turn the gaze up towards the ceiling. And release. Isn't that nice? Let's do the other side, and then we'll do our rest and recover. So again, the foot is on an angle, the leg is on an angle. Now let's turn and square our body to this knee. This arm comes down. Great. Inhale, up. Exhale, side bend. Oh, this is my tighter side. You might find you've got one as well. Now press in towards the shin. Rotate the body. And use that breath. Let it flow through the body. Use that inhale for a pause, that exhale to go deeper. Let's try it here. Deep breath in, exhale, and lengthen. And release. All right, moving into our rest and recovery, or what they say savasana if you do yoga. Place that yoga block or pillow so that it goes right underneath the knees. And that's just a nice positioning for the low spine. Have the legs so that they are mat width apart, and just let the legs just drop out. Now use the hands to lower yourself down. And then make the adjustments that you need to make so that you don't feel any pinching in the low back. And that there's no muscle contraction in the body. Lift the head up, tuck the chin in, and slowly lower, creating that neck and the cervical spine all the way down to the SI joint. And as you get settled in here, sort of feel the body melt into the ground. And adjust your bolster, your pillow, to whatever feels comfortable. So mine's sort of under the hamstrings and the knees, a little higher up. I find that that's a better positioning for my SI joint. Like I mentioned, this is day 1 of Over 50 Fitness app, so tomorrow we'll focus on a different area for full 7 days. For best results, if you could do this for up to 6 weeks, I think you'll, especially if you do suffer with SI joint issues, your body will love you for that. Now let's close the eyes, turn the palms up, allow the fingertips to curl, allow the toes to drop out. And just let your body relax and restore all the goodness that you just did to it, imprinting that lengthened spine. Your breath is deep, in and out through the nose. And then just do a mental scan of your body. Do you feel any blockages anywhere still? Any tension still being held? See if you can relax it on an exhale. And scan all the way down to the toes. And then start to create some movement in the feet and in the fingers, either wiggling the fingers, moving the feet. And just pull the left knee only into the chest, hands on top of the shin if you're able to. We still have length in the back of the neck, the cervical spine. Release that leg, bring the other one in. And release that leg. Move your pillow or bolster out of the way. Either rock yourself to a seated position, or, as I said, if that bothers your low back, just simply roll onto one side, and let's use the arms to lift ourselves up. If you'd like, you can grab that pillow or bolster and sit on top of it. It does help if you have tight hips. And then just find yourself in a nice cross-legged position. I do recommend, if you have that bolster or pillow, pop it under the hips. And now let's draw up through the spine, stacking the vertebrae. And when we get to the chin, let's add a slight chin tuck so those earlobes are over our shoulders. Our gaze is soft and straight ahead. And deep breath in through the nose. And pay attention, when you took that breath in, did the shoulders elevate? We don't want that. Let them go. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you click that subscribe, and I would love to know what you thought of this little series down in the comments. Over 50 Fitness crew, well done. Head to our private Facebook community and let me know what you thought about day 2, and then we'll see you in day 1, and we'll see you in day 2. And for everybody, have a fantastic day. Bye.